Feeling deeply has always been part of how I move through the world. The tone in the room, the shift in someone's mood, the emotion that lives underneath the words. I didn't have language for that growing up. I just knew I could feel people, sometimes more than they could feel themselves. I grew up in a home that looked normal on the outside, but inside there was tension. Emotion lived in the walls. As a child, I absorbed it all. I would feel anger and sadness, but it wasn't mine. Before I understood myself, I was learning to survive through sensitivity. When you grow up in emotional unpredictability, you learn how to read the room to stay safe. I didn't learn emotional expression. I learned emotional management for everyone else. By my teens, I could shapeshift into any environment. I had friends in every group. I could belong anywhere. I wasn't trying to be different versions of me. I was trying to find one that felt like home. The older I got, something interesting began to happen. My body started making decisions before my mind did. I'd walk into certain situations, certain friendships, and my entire nervous system would tighten. And without thinking, I would just leave. I didn't know a word for it then, but my intuition was protecting me long before I understood how to protect myself. On the outside, I looked fine. I was responsible, I worked, I achieved, I did everything I was supposed to do. But inside, I was exhausted. And that's when I began numbing by drinking. Not because I was weak, but because I was overwhelmed by emotions that weren't mine. Shit.
I relate so hard, by the way.
Okay. I just never told people that I am sober, I don't talk about it very often. And then there was the accident. I had rolled my soft top yellow convertible 4 times over a fence and landed right side up. I remember putting my hands up and I completely blacked out. My body took over and protected my mind from the chaos. I walked away unharmed that day gratefully, but I also knew I was still here for a reason. That was my first awakening, even if I didn't understand it in the moment.